Today I'm starting my NIO Power journey in one of the most diverse and beautiful places on earth, China's Yunnan province. It may not look like much right now, but trust me, you'll see. If you don't know the first thing about Yunnan or about NIO Power Journeys, that's okay. Take it easy. We're gonna do this together. You're gonna join me, join Cute Dog Easy here, and this gorgeous yellow ET5 touring as we explore Yunnan together. One of the problems that people who drive electric cars often face is the feeling that they cannot travel to all of the same places that a conventional gas car can. They worry about the charging infrastructure, or more accurately, the lack thereof, as well as the perceived short range of their vehicle when compared to an ICE car. Many EV drivers have this worry, commonly known as range anxiety, especially when contemplating visiting far-flung places out in nature away from the big city. This is exactly why NIO has curated over 60 NIO Power Journeys across various exciting destinations in China, including along the ancient Silk Road, or here in our case, through China's most southwesterly province. As already mentioned, my NIO Power Journey started in Kunming, the capital of Yunnan province, and a well-developed city already flush with NIO Power swap stations and charging stations. When I set off at 6 a.m., my first stop was a Generation 3 unmanned fully autonomous power swap station. In less than 5 minutes, I was able to exchange my empty battery for a fully charged battery and then hit the road, confident that I would be able to arrive at my next destination without the need to stop to recharge along the way. I drove approximately 400 kilometers to Pu'er City, where I topped up my battery for about 15 minutes at a NIO fast charging station. Every single NIO Power journey has suggested routes as well as incredible sights to see along the way. You can tailor your journey to your interests, but you can be confident to know that on each power journey, you can reach each point of interest and recharge your car using a combination of NIO Power swap stations, fast charging stations, or destination chargers. Yunnan province is one of the most culturally, ethnically, geographically, linguistically, even biologically diverse places on the entire planet Earth. And speaking of biologic diversity, the biodiversity here in Yunnan is absolutely incredible. There's tons of different species of animals, of flowers, of fungi. Whatever you got that's alive, you name it, it's here in Yunnan. So right now I'm actually in Xiaoshuangmao Zhuangyuan in Pu'er City in China. And so Xiaoshuangmao is commonly known in English as the red panda, which, you know, not really related to a panda, I guess, necessarily, but also very, very cute. The air is so crisp and clear here, and the weather is like 18, 19 degrees Celsius. It's just incredible. And what's really incredible to me is that only about 100 kilometers or so from Xishuangbanna, and Xishuangbanna is in, you know, tropical rainforest, very, very hot, very, very humid. But because, even though they're so near each other, the elevation here is quite high. So refreshing. And everything is just so crystal clear and pure and clean. And this is why I love Yunnan so very much. Everything about it just suits me. The man said there's about 20 or so red pandas here in this park, and they live wild and free, go where they want. Of course they come here because they get free food, but pretty dang cute and very, very soft. So that was a really cool experience. I got to see a lot of native animals to Yunnan, even some animals that are not native to Yunnan, including the red panda, which I've seen before in a zoo in China, but never this up close and this personal. And it's really, really interesting because, you know, they're semi-endangered. They're not like critically endangered, but they are endangered, and there's not so many of them left. Here in Yunnan, thankfully they are trying to do some conservation efforts. From what the man told me, the population is at least steady, if not growing, in this part of the world. Hopefully here it's true what he said, and they are at least maintaining their population strength, and more people will be able to have this kind of experience like I just had, where they get to meet up close and personal with the red panda. Really, really interesting and fun experience. The ET5 Touring that I was driving had a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack, but even if you are a user who has a 75 kilowatt hour battery pack, you can still use the flexible upgrade option to borrow a larger capacity battery temporarily to further increase your range and to have a worry-free travel experience. This, my friends, is the true power of battery swapping. After a wonderful day in Pu'er visiting the Red Pandas, and then a really nice dinner at a restaurant of a NIO Joy partner, more on NIO Joy partners in a coming video, I hit the road again, heading further south this time towards Xishuangbanna. This is Xishuangbanna. For me, it gives me a feeling of coming home. This is like my second home in China. And it's not just me who loves coming back to Yunnan and coming back to Xishuangbanna. Easy loves it here too. Easy, come on. Easy can be a free, wild pup here in Yunnan. Can't you? Can't you? Go on your own, don't follow me. 3, 2, hey, that was only 3. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, yo! In Xishuangbanna, I stayed at a luxury resort, where I charged overnight at a NIO destination charger. Of course, destination chargers are a great way to charge your car. You can plug in and then forget about it, and wake up the next day with a fully charged car, just like if you have a home charger. However, NIO is not content to just let destination charging be the only option in a place like Xishuangbanna. This construction site here is a future third generation power swap station, allowing even more charging options to make the EV recharging experience more convenient and more enjoyable than refueling a car. The ET5 Touring Edition was the perfect car for my journey. I loved so much about this car, and I will have a full review of it very, very soon. But here I just need to say that as a road trip machine, this is the ideal car. The car is not overly big, but the space within is highly functional. The car is comfortable over long distances, and the software features like pet mode and cat mode are perfect for an adventurous family, no matter what that family might look like. Right now, I'm testing out pet mode on the NIO ET5 Touring. We're gonna see if Easy has been enjoying it. Pet mode's on. It says, don't worry, my owner will come back soon. And we're back. We're back. Oh, how was it? Even though I charged up here, and this was the final official stop of this particular NIO Power Journey, my adventure didn't end here. I continued to set off further west, into some of the most remote parts of China, all the way as close as I could to get to the Myanmar border. Thanks to the infrastructure that NIO has built out, I knew that I would be able to explore anywhere that a conventional car could, and even then, experience more. I spent the night out here on a mountain, in a forest, in the far southwest reaches of China. I was able to sleep in the car thanks to camp mode, which a conventional internal combustion engine car probably couldn't or shouldn't do. I used practical NIO Life products like this portable charger and power discharger unit. I made a fresh jug of coffee in the morning using the energy from the car, and I just had a really one-of-a-kind experience, far from the realities of day-to-day life. Sharing these experiences with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends, these are the kinds of experiences that I would not trade for the world. Xishuangbanna is probably one of the few remaining places in China that's just like crazy amounts of night markets and street food. Right now I'm in Xinguang, which is the most famous and biggest night market in China and maybe even Southeast Asia. I think they say the biggest by square footage or area. But it's not just this in this town. You've got the Jiangbei across the river, which is more of a local market. Right now I'm in the tourist market. But then you've also got this street food, barbecue, everywhere, all over the street. It's such a feeling of Southeast Asia, such a feeling of Thailand, where you got food carts and food stalls everywhere. And it's definitely one of my favorite places on earth. Let's go eat some food. I am truly grateful for this one-of-a-kind experience. The freedom that a car can offer you, it's very special. But if you are fraught with worry about, can I make it? Or even worse, if you opt not to go on the journey at all, well, then your car is no longer a source of freedom for you, but a huge limiting factor. If you go on a NIO Power journey, you can be confident that you will have a joyful, worry-free experience to wonderful destinations, and that you will return home with fond memories that will last you a lifetime. And one other thing to note before I say goodbye, if you are a European NIO user or contemplating buying a NIO in Europe in the future, just FYI, the very first NIO Power Journey in Europe will be officially unveiled, launched online within the next 3 months before the end of the year 2023. So check the NIO app for updates on that. Know that in the future you will be able to experience a very similar type of thing out in Europe with your beautiful ET5T, your EL6, your ES8, your ET5, or your ET7, or your EL7. So many cars to choose from. I don't know, but I would choose the ET5T. It's amazing. Get one little quick look at this temple. Say Mingalaba. Say Sabaidi. Pretty incredible, huh? Sometimes I feel like I'm the only foreigner that knows this part of the world, but obviously that's not true. And I'm not trying to sound like a colonialist or an explorer or anything like that. I'm just a guy driving a car. But I always feel so grateful to be in this place. And I love Xishuangbanna. I love this part of the world. I mean, how could you not, right? So genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for joining me on this journey across China again. And that's a wrap for me. That's it. Let's do it.